Peer-reviewed articles are written by experts in a particular field and serve to keep peers and experts up to date with the most recent research, findings, and news. They are often called scholarly, academic, juried, or refereed, and they rely on a panel or editorial board of field specialists to review and approve an article before publication. Peers in the discipline can make the author or authors correct mistakes, make necessary changes, and this individual sometimes may decide that the article shouldn't be published at all. Think of it as quality control. It's a way to trust the scholarship behind the research. Popular and trade publications are not peer-reviewed, they're just edited. It doesn't mean they don't contain valuable information or that they're not fact-checked. But if the topic is scientific research, for example, the information has appeared elsewhere first. They probably used a peer-reviewed journal as a source and made the fact easier to understand for a broader audience. So their information has appeared elsewhere first, and they just made it more digestible. There are a couple of ways that you can find out whether or not an article is peer-reviewed or not. If you're looking at a journal, you can go to the journal's website, go to the homepage, and look for information about the journal. A description will tell you if it's peer-reviewed or refereed, whether or not it has articles that are peer-reviewed or refereed, and it should list editors or an editorial board. The keywords are peer-reviewed and refereed. You can also go to the library website and use the databases. Some of the databases allow you to refine or narrow down your results by selecting peer-reviewed. And I will actually show you a screenshot on the next slide with an example. Keep in mind that not everything in a peer-reviewed journal is a peer-reviewed article. For example, letters to the editor, opinion pieces, book reviews, commentaries, and introductions are not a peer-reviewed article. There are some characteristics, and we will discuss this further in the next couple of slides. So in this example, I went to the library website and I did an article quick search for opioid epidemic. When the results popped up, I went to limit to and I clicked on peer-reviewed in order to get peer-reviewed articles. This is an example of the information you can find about a journal in a journal website. So, for example, if you're not sure whether or not a journal publishes peer-reviewed articles, you can go to that journal's website. In this case, it's the American Journal of Public Health, and verify. In this case, I went to one of the tabs, look for a description, and as you can see, it says quality peer review. I looked for the description, and therefore it mentions that they do publish peer-reviewed articles. Peer-reviewed articles usually have a handful of characteristics. Usually you'll find author's credentials or at least an academic affiliation. You'll be able to find an abstract. There's research methodology, which basically means the methods the author used to collect data. You'll find the conclusion or the results for the research. There will be footnotes or in-text references, and most importantly, you will find a bibliography. You will find lots and lots of sources used to back up whatever research or point the authors are trying to make. If you can't find this, then it's probably not a peer-reviewed article.